Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of pouring concrete in the mud with the hosses. I need to learn how to say no, but you always got to try. That's how I look at it. After all the rain we had, this is just a mess. We have to get down this hill and start our concrete on this patio. Once we're down here, well, it's not ideal, but it's better than that. It's covered and not too bad. Excuse me. I'll have to cover this downspout pipe with stone, do a little bit of grading, but all this mud I have to push out. There's Ryan. Let's watch him fall.
No, I don't want to.
Come on, I'll give you $10 if you fall in the mud. No, I'm not. So they have all this topsoil and I don't know, piled up here, so there's no place to put the mud when I scrape it. I could put it here if they have some good silt sock. Imagine they do, right? Yeah, but that's getting overwhelmed too. Okay, well, let's see. Stay tuned. There it is, nice and clean. Pretty clean. I mean, we've been working in the mud. Let's take a look at this in about 15 minutes. Tom's mad because he's the one that cleaned it the other day. Not mad, but you know what I'm saying. Here we go. I told everybody to sit tight, so they're standing around for a reason. I didn't want everything coming off all muddy.
Does this stay up here?
I'm not sure. Let's see. I don't know if we're staying here. Starting to head down the hill. So you can see I'm taking about 4 or 5 inches off. Trying to keep my tracks fairly clean. Come on, baby. Landscapers are gonna love me. Now I got a nice, well, I don't know how nice, but a drier spot. Start flipping it in front of me. Make it about 1.5 inches wide. I don't want it ruin the mud rolling down and plus I get tangled up in my tracks. The guys don't want to have to work in it. Neither do I. And to make it even more fun, I just got a rain alert. Let's do a little talk and hear what we got going on. Hillside. It was hard digging this with a skid loader. Grab the excavator out of fuel right in our way. Hopefully that's all it is. They went to get fuel. They'll be back on that shortly. So we just need working on our landing, a little bit of hand digging, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 steps up to that. I just got done forming these steps, and sorry for not videoing this, but you saw the muddy mess we were up against. Just wanted to get it done, right, Jim? Everybody's happy just getting it done. But we did get it dried up pretty good. It's not too bad now. So there's our steps. It was a pretty easy layout. I have some wiggle room here. This can go up or down a little bit. I ran 21 inches out, 7 1/4 down. I did that 2 times. and I had to adjust it once, and we got it. Now we're stopping back ever so slightly for our tool joiner to line up with the sidewalk when we're all done. Whoops. Patio is ready to go. So we filled in this ditch here with all limestone all the way up. Got the rebar grid in. We're gonna pump this. I might do chairs around the perimeter, and we'll just lay the hose in here and we'll help them up. So we have to do that yet. This has a little bit of climb to this corner, but any water that comes in here is gonna shed right across here and out, right down to the pond. So this is the walk. Everything's square here, if you notice, and a lot of times we'll do curved, but everything on this particular house, we're doing more squares and 90-degree turns. So, hey, I'm busy here, Jim. Yeah, it looks all right. Board has a slight bow in it. He's just taking the bow out. What is that, 7 foot? So we can eyeball them pretty good. If it was real critical, we'd throw a string on it. But with a keen eye like Jim has, better than a string. Okay, a little bit more digging here. This is our landing to connect to our deck steps. We'll be putting that together shortly. Talk to you soon. Okay, we are about done for today. Not sure what's going on with this. We still need to get limestone. We had a triaxle load of limestone delivered. I need to use my machine and get it in here. In the meantime, I am short one more riser, but you can see our idea here. This is closing the gap between pillar and pillar. Landing, 4 steps, landing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps down to a landing to patio. So I'm going to get measured up and figure up concrete. Talk to you in a second. Okay, so I'm back at home figuring up concrete for tomorrow morning. This is my measurements that I have. Now, as a rule of thumb, I take my square footage and divide it by 70. This allows us to pour it about 4.5 inches thick. Okay, so steps are a little bit different. They're harder to figure out. Our patio, here's our square footage. Here's our measurements. Here's our square footage. Now we're pouring that about 5 inches thick. So I divide it by 60, and I came up with 8.86666. So we're going to have concrete in the pumper, so we need extra. So that's 10 yards. So I'll get that coming at 7 a.m. And our number 2 truck will take care of the landing steps. Square footage for that. Now you see when I get into the steps, I double it. Divide that by 60, and we get our square footage, and we divide that by 60, and that comes up to just under 5 yards. It was like, what was it? Maybe 4.8. I don't really remember. So I get 5 yards for that. So we'll have a little bit extra concrete up here, 5 yards here. Let's see how close I am tomorrow. Good morning. You can hear in my voice. It is a beautiful day. First day in 8 days. No rain. Every morning we woke up, it was raining off and on all day. Look at that sky today. So we have graph pumping here on site, all stretched out. We took about 20 minutes this morning and finished up our steps. They got that guy running, put their drain in, and so we were able to finish up here. Show you what we got. It is still muddy, and I don't care. Sunshine is out. Alright, so pencil line, top of concrete, step down, turn, there you go. That's what we got going on. Steps, 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 and more steps. That's the name of this video. Steps, steps. No, I don't know what it'll be. Something to do with mud, that's for sure. So, with it being so soft, pins and kickers. We don't want these steps sliding, you know, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and then everything looking crooked out of square. Right now, they all look good. Let's check them when we're done. I always look at the bottoms. Just make sure everything looks good as they come down. Something looks out of whack, you can tweak it while there's no concrete in there. It's really hard to do after concrete in there. So we pulled this form back, laid the hose in, Epifoam going on around the stone. You got enough, Matt? Yeah. Okay. Tight underneath the door sills. All that splatter is not us. We haven't poured any concrete here yet. We are not getting blamed for that. Maybe it's just dirt. Ran down here so quick I thought something was wrong. Okay, make sure you keep the weight. Pick that weight up off that form. Concrete's coming. Okay. I thought it was coming.
It sounded like it.
Oh, not the sledgehammer again. I need a new pumping company. He didn't hear me. Okay, here we go. Breaking line.
I didn't know you got it.
2 seconds of pouring, I'm already covered in concrete. Everything I own has concrete on it, so it's not a big deal. Uh-oh.
You said it was pumping back out.
Yeah.
We doing every line?
Well, this line here.
Okay. Okay, just priming the hose down here. Every knuckle is clogging.
The middle of or you know what? Next couple are out.
What are you doing?
Creating the belly.
Don't break it anymore.
Yeah, I was just trying to.
Let's get hooked up first. You have to pick that up and arc it down to him, Jim.
Ready? Oh! Let that down.
Sorry, Tom.
Good morning.
Like you said, it's Friday.
Jesus.
Ready? Yeah.
Ready to grab his camera and throw it into the pond? Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here, I'll put the camera right here. There we go. Oh my gosh, thank you. And look, it wants to clog right there. Let's pour it. Okay. So much for our chairs. We knew that was going to happen though, not a surprise. Pick it up as we go. Alright, we'll get 2 hoses off, 3 hoses off, we'll go to the boom. Easy peasy. Okay, 3/4 of the way done pouring. Now we're just going to a boom pump. Putting some, yeah, I had one laying right here. Gone? Ah, I had it laying right there. Okay. Steve Haas on straight edge. Looking at his ends, making sure they're down. You want somebody on the other side?
What?
You want two-man that?
Nah. No, I do not.
Start practicing for the hill.
We need concrete. We're not out of concrete. They're just situating the hoses while Stan gets. Yep. You're right.
Ryan, in just a. Yeah, that's good. Let it back out. Leave it where it was. Perfect.
Now you're gonna hit plumbing under there. Be careful. Okay. We are ready. Okay, that was 10 yards. With what's in the hopper, we would make this. I thought we would have a little bit left over. So I have 5 yards for this. I actually upped it to 5.5, a little bit extra. So we will see. Now we do have a lot of this poured. We have a pile here we could use if we need it. We'll only use this if we need it. Okay, it's gonna be close. All right, I thought I hit the on button a little bit ago. Sorry about that. It's all full of concrete. Just blocking the splash a little bit. Yep, come on over. Okay, we're drilled and pinned in with shorties and our long rebar overlap. Okay, bottom step. Hopefully the camera angle's good. My hands are covered in concrete. Lost my glove 4 steps ago. There's the bottom right there. Get a little more out of this corner. How you doing, Bill? How much you have left?
About half yard.
Half a yard, good.
Or less. It was close.
Okay.
It's been a while, yeah.
All right, good. Glad to hear it. As I say quite often, this is the end of the pour. It's setting up tighter. Actually, this is the beginning of number 2. It's in the sun compared to number 1. So you always just hit it. I need an edger. You always just hit it where you can. Keep ahead of it. Thanks, Stan. Just rolling this. You can see how wavy it is. So we just roll it. Don't try and get a flat edge on there. But this looks better than that. Is there a hand broom out? Okay.
Jim, is there another edger over there by chance?
Okay.
Yes, please.
I can edge.
I don't want to bore you with all this. Just trying to clean that cream off. And you can see how we're not locked into this stone. I really like this product. The top peels off and you can caulk it if you want to.
Did you see my center marks, man? Yep. Who's gonna do that next?
I'll be back there in a couple minutes. Taking care of that. Last little bit. Open this back up. And re-roll. Okay, border cut following this pier, straight back, border cut pier to pier, and then pier to corner. We're going to do one cut corner to pier. Looks like it might be center. Go ahead. I'll get out of your way. Is that too soft over there yet? In this? Okay. So that's going to come to center. So what I like to do here is, you never know if it's going to crack off the corner. So we do a triangle cut to center. That's what I want to see. Won't that look nice? And it gives us good crack protection. Now we held this step back 2 inches, so I'll put a cut at the bottom of the step, and that'll line up with our sidewalk. I'll put a cut center, 1, 2, 3, cut, 1, 2, 3, 4, cut. Matt, what do you need? Ready for cuts or anything?
Nah, it's kind of greasy.
We'll do a cut here, a cut off of that step. The same thing here. See how I held the step back? We'll run a tool cut right underneath that. And why don't we throw one more? What the heck? This is pretty massive. We'll just go at the base of that, and I think we're pretty good. Good, Ryan?
Yeah, no better, yeah. So should I throw some, is that a little low right there?
Yeah, if it looks low, get it.
Get some concrete from down here. That's kind of what I'm doing.
I'm not gonna add grass, you want that?
Sealed up tight. I like that. I could never check the camera angle, so get some good footage here. What do you need, Matt? I'd say that way, yeah. Yep. So here are the steps all done. Touch these corners up. Jim?
Yeah. You need this?
Yeah, catch the face up there.
Oh, okay.
And hitting this, then I'm gonna grab that and head to the patio. You good, Steve?
Yeah.
How those corners look? Nice?
Good.
Gotcha. A little bit of touch-ups there. These corners are all cleaned up. Guys are loading the trucks. We have 2 more projects we need to get in today. How about that for a set of steps? Go straight up and slight turn to the opening of the pillars. Let's go hit this. Okay. Yeah, brooming good. Once the concrete sets a while, when you go to broom it, see all the crumbs that come off the broom? Slow it down, go nice and slow. Hold the broom as low as you can. And the ones that it doesn't pick up, they will brush right off tomorrow. See if I can pull them back a little bit more. One thing I wanted to show you up close here, and then I'll finish brooming this. This is our cut coming off each corner of the pier, center to corner. We know it wants to crack off of this pier. We know it wants to crack off of that corner. We know it wants to crack center. Perfect place for a cut. Stuck in the mud. Touching up that. Touching up this edge. Making sure our broom marks come all the way in. And then a reverse on this border. We save our old brooms and cut them in half for this. For just such an occasion. And so on. There it is, all done. Patio. We'll come back here on Monday and do some saw cutting on that and break those pads into smaller sections. This walk is all done. What a battle that was. Give you a look from up top. I think it turned out really nice. Little war zone up here.
You know what we
What do you
should have done
think?
different?
No.
Nothing. 'Cause
Good.
that looks good.
Good answer. Good question, good answer. All right, nice and straight down the sides. Joints line up. You know, that's what we want. Everything just to look like it's supposed to flow, like it's supposed to be there. So Monday, we will be back. We're going to connect this up with a parking spot and start working out this driveway. This all the way over to third door plus a little concrete, and more concrete. How's that for a steep one? Right up around the bend, ripping out all that street walk, redoing. Hope you all enjoy your weekend. Thanks for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses. I think this video right here that I'm making, we're hitting 50,000 subscribers. So thank you all very much. Time this airs, hopefully we're well over that. Thanks for growing the channel with us. Tell your friends, let's keep it going. We're not done yet. We got a lot more left. See you Monday. Don't be late.